Greetings, everybody. Welcome back to Karmic Insights with Miss Complexity. I, of course, am your host, Miss Complexity. So, today's subject is interesting because everyone's been through it. Let's see. Have you ever been just chill? Maybe you were chilling with your friend or your partner or a parent or someone, and all of a sudden they get irate and they start blaming you for stuff and start talking negative talks because they're going through something, and they try to make you feel like you need to be going through it too. Well, today we're going to talk about projection, because that's basically exactly what they're doing. They are projecting their insecurities, their fear, their unresolved problems onto you. And we're going to discuss what projection is, why it happens, and of course, how to stop it from happening. We're going to talk about what projection is. And you'll be surprised because projection is when someone is feeling a certain way and they want you to feel the same way. I used to get it a lot. As a matter of fact, it happened this week with my mother. My mother used to always project her fear onto me. Like, you gotta hurry up and do this. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. I'm not taking it. I refuse to take somebody else's fear. I used to let it bother me, but not anymore. I put the boundaries up to the point that I am no longer going to be dealing with your fear. Why are you afraid of what's going to happen? Why are you so worried about what's going to happen? That's something that I'm not worried about, and I don't have gray hair. She's all gray because she worries so much. And a lot of times they say that gray hair is wisdom. It is, if you're proud of your gray hair, you know what I mean? But no, I know facts. It's fear and projection she's throwing out there. So they feel that you need to feel what they are feeling. They don't want to go through this by themselves. They don't want to be afraid by themselves. They don't want to face the truth by themselves. And since you're their friend, their partner, their person that they can talk to, they feel that you need to be going through it as well. This can happen because they're unhealed, one, or they're jealous. They might say things like, you never have to go through this. Of course not, because I'm not going to deal with that kind of situation, or I'm going to prevent it from happening for me. That's not on my life path. So yes. But they're jealous. They could be unhealed. Something might not be going right in their life and they're just not healed from it. They could be a bitter individual. Okay? Very bitter. Just, why you always smiling? Why you always get the good stuff? We don't get the good stuff. I got to go through this mess. Not your problem. They could be unhealed, jealous, or just plain bitter and want you to experience their pain. Some of them are very afraid to fix and face the truth. And that's sad because that comes with healing. If you're not ready to heal, Why are you going to project your negativity onto somebody else? Why are you going to check your fear onto someone else? Some people have a fear of achieving. And I kind of find that really strange. I never had that fear. But they're scared of achieving. They're scared of, well, it might work. And then what? You know, some people are afraid, and it's not your fault. This is something that maybe they grew up with, they was traumatized with when they were younger. This is not your fault. Please don't take their projecting onto you personal, because that's when they get you. If they can transfer that negative energy to you, they got you. They feel good about that. And some people can do that without even being near you. They could be far away from you, a whole nother city, state, and still watch your YouTube, watch your Instagram, see you happy with your family, and they mad because they got issues, they gotta move, they ain't making money, and you up here happy and smiling. So they're gonna say all kinds of negative stuff and throw it in the air and try to project it to you from where they're at. Don't accept that crap. This is usually a defense mechanism to stop them from seeing the truth. It usually results in acting outlandish. They'll act crazy out of the blue for no reason. They'll blame you for everything. That was my thing. My mama blamed me for everything, even if I was never even there. So did my baby daddies. He used to do that too. They want you to doubt yourself. They would rather you sit here and feel negative about yourself than for them to be by themselves feeling negative as well. And they want you to assume the worst. They want you to assume the worst because they are assuming the worst. So, in order to protect yourself from being a subject to someone else's fear of projection, of negativity, this is what you're going to have to do. Oh my gosh, I just got a memory about my father. I love my father dearly, but this man is over the top sometimes. And I think it was the last text message that we talked about, or last text message that we had communicated with. And he texted me and he said, I need to see you. I hadn't talked to my dad in a minute. And I haven't seen my dad in over 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 years. And he stays in the same city. We get into those texting back and forth, and he starts to say, you're depressed. You're by yourself. You're depressed. You're not doing good, and just that and the other. And I'm looking like crazy because I'm like, I'm depressed. No, the fuck I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm over here happy. I'm working. I'm listening to music. I'm enjoying myself. Where you get this depressed stuff from? Then I realized this is him. This is what he is. He's depressed. He's lonely. He's by himself. He got a girlfriend, wife, whatever you want to call it. But why are you trying to project that onto me? Because that's not my situation. I'm over here happy, la la land, minding my business. You feel me? But anyway, that just came to my mind about my father. And he's going through a lot right now because he's sick. But it's all because he's sitting in his depression. I've told him years ago to stop, but he let it overtake him. So hey, it's what it is. So In order to stop people from projecting onto you, you're gonna have to not play the victim. Don't play their victim. Stop them right there. Wait a minute. Oh, hold up. That don't sound like me. That ain't me. I'm not depressed. What are you talking about? That's not me. I'm not angry. That sounds like it's you and you want me to be that. Let them know. Tell them straight up. No, that's not me. Pay attention to how they feel. Okay? Pay attention to their energy and how they're feeling. How irate they get out of nowhere. Pay attention to how they're feeling before you even begin to, oh, okay. Don't you dare let them project that mess onto you. And watch, if you ever do, they're going to be smiling. Yeah, I got them. Don't do that. When they do it to a child, it's because a child is unaware of what's going on. And they may just be like, okay, maybe I am not right. Which brings me to when I was younger and how my mom used to always blame me for everything. Even if my brother did it, she blamed me for everything. But child, I done healed from all that. You have got to heal. You have got to know who you are. You have got to know your self-worth. Once you do that, nobody, and I mean nobody, can come through and bring you down back to where you used to be. Unless you, of course, let them. So if you feel as if somebody is projecting on to you and you're like, wait a minute, where this coming from? Please know that they have healed trauma that they need to work on. They need to face their own truth. You are not them, and you know who you are and your self-worth. Be self-aware and move on. You feel what I'm saying? With that being said, this has been Miss Complexity. As always, deuces.